Hi, I'm JPBenini, CTO and co-founder of Elemental Path, creator of Cognitoys. Cognitoys are speech-enabled toys for children that are educational in nature, but can actually carry on a conversation based on what a child actually cares about and what is interested. We can actually recognize the questions that they ask, pair it to information that we've prepared that's all child-friendly, and let them really guide the conversation. We also pair it with jokes and stories and other activities that keep entertainment as part of the process, but it's really a guided educational experience. We think that that'll change the world and that smarter children will make for a smarter planet. If we keep kids asking questions, if we keep kids learning about the world around them, that type of, the knowledge that they learn, that type of inquisitive nature will really help them throughout their careers as they grow older. The qualities of leaders and innovators, I believe it has to do with foresight. I think it has to do with being able to see what's coming around the bend, what is a situation that people are not really addressing or looking into yet, and being extrapolate and understand and wrap your head around the situation in a way that you could guide people or create an idea that will help overcome those situations. What sets our work apart? Virtual assistants, AI, machine learning, as far as for data sets of all different types of data, have been used 1,000 times over by now. But nothing has been really custom tailored and built out for children. We're working with 5-year-olds as our end users here, and there's a lot of untapped potential in terms of they are sponges for information. They respond to feedback instantaneously. And none of the technology that's currently out there and available is really tailored for them as a user. What we've tried to do is create an entire experience wrapped around working with kids. Our office is just filled with toys. We literally get to say we play with toys all day. So yeah, the fact that our experience, our idea, our innovation is a 7-inch tall green talking dinosaur that pretty much sets it apart from a lot of the other things that are out there. Greatest challenges. We're working with legitimate speech recognition. Our dialogue engine is rooted in e-learning and artificial intelligence. So we're working with a lot of very edge concepts that are relatively recent in terms of development for adults as users, never mind building them out with a child in mind. So testing out the content, testing out the actual build of the software, it's been an uphill battle, but we've been incredibly fortunate and lucky and had a couple of wins, as well as, kids are very forgiving, and as long as you keep them entertained, they're willing to work with you in terms of feedback and building out the right experience. Who inspired you to get into your field? I think about people that used innovation, science, and engineering to bring imagination to life. People like Walt Disney, people like Douglas Trumbull, pretty much anybody who's worked at ILM, Pixar, and the ilk. Like I'm incredibly enamored with people that are able to, by way of ingenuity or engineering, bring their ideas, their concepts to life, whether they be based in reality or fantasy. Who helped you achieve your goals? There's a general rule of thumb in business that if you don't know how to do something, you surround yourself with the people that do know how to do it. And I've been incredibly blessed by having this amazing team that we've built to create this project, to create this toy. From content engineers that have worked with Sesame Street and the Department of Education, to technical engineers, software developers that were professors in machine learning and statistics. Even my business partner, Donald Coolidge, former US Marine, incredibly driven. Everyone has kind of come together and created this thing that the sum is greater than the parts of the whole. The role of serendipity in your work. A lot of things kind of just came to us and we ran with it. And this is our first toy. This is the first large-scale system that a lot of us have ever really built. And we basically had these ideas and we ran with them. We thought about them, we iterated, we improved upon, and it worked out. And even the name Cognitoids, that came in a flash, and we looked at each other and we're like, yep, that's it. As far as like, is it going to be a dinosaur? Is it going to be a bear? Is it going to be an owl? Like dinosaur, and it's going to look like this, and it's going to sound like this. Like a lot of the choices that went into the build were off the cuff. But even then, in terms of the technology, we were building off of the shoulders of giants. We were lucky enough to be able to pull things off the shelf and use our own custom software in between to build everything out, that we were coming across lucky accidents almost every day, both in the terms of the way that the software would react to children, the type of content that it would piece together to form a dialogue. When you consider that even right now, live, as the dyno works, there are a lot of serendipitous moments of instantaneous dialogue that is chained together completely by chance. We're not programming it to necessarily say these things. It's pulling from things that it's allowed to say and creating its own dialogue that really, really entertains kids. That's completely amazing to us. In addition to that, how can people support our work? Buy Cognitoids, buy dinos, world dino domination. Outside of the big sell, we love brains. We love brains more than anything, almost like a zombie. We love smart people. We like working with smart people, and we're always looking for good talent to hire, which gets back to looking for the right types of investors or even the right types of partners. The dialogue engine we're actually using in other things other than toys. We're using the dialogue engine to help with call centers, and there's a financial services platform that's actually interested in using the software. So the software itself is actually very, very flexible. But in terms of the toy project, feedback from kids. That'd be great too. Once again, I'd like to thank the World Technology Network for consideration. And yeah, just thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.